First, we're going to hand it over to the great kitchen set where Cherish is standing by. Cherish, are we having oysters today? Because if so, I'm very excited.
That's what's out here, Michael.
Yes.
So I think you're on to something. We're cooking with Joe and Norman from the original Oyster House. Thank you guys for coming in again. And fittingly, we are, as Michael mentioned, cooking some oysters.
Thanks for having us. We're going to do Joe and Dave's baked oysters this morning. And what we're going to do is mix up a little bit of cocktail sauce of our special garlic cocktail sauce. It's 2 parts of your favorite cocktail sauce and some of Joe and Dave's garlic sauce.
And you can pick that up at the original Oyster House. You can purchase
the original Oyster House or at www.originaloysterhouse.com.
Okay.
And then Norman's going to take and brush these oysters with a little bit of butter.
Okay.
We're going to pop them in the oven. They're going to start to plump a little bit. We're going to bring them out. We've got some nice applewood smoked bacon here. We're going to put that on top. Top that with some of this special garlic cocktail sauce that we've made.
Wow.
And then top it with some shredded Parmesan and grated Parmesan cheese and put them back in the oven and bring them out. And these Louisiana oysters are going to be absolutely gorgeous.
There you go. A lot going on. Now, for people who don't like oysters, this is something that's a little bit different. Not a big raw oyster fan, but when you bake them, it just has a totally different flavor. And you add all this other stuff. I mean, this Joe and Dave sauce, I know, is just going to make them amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, they're really good. We sell that at the restaurant. We also have a whole line of sauces, bourbon glaze. We're also going to finish up our oysters with a little bit of yaya spice, Joe and Dave's yaya spice, which can be used to blacken and that type of thing. And but we're real excited about the dish. We serve them at the restaurant and sell a whole lot of them, Norman. We do a lot of oyster shopping there.
Yeah, I bet you have to. Tell us a little more about the original Oyster House. For somebody who's watching, for some reason hasn't visited yet, what can they expect?
Well, the first original Oyster House was opened in Gulf Shores in 1983. Our second location, which is now on the Causeway, we opened in 1985, which was down at the other end towards the battleship, which got blown away really bad after Katrina. But we were fortunate enough to purchase the building down the street from us, and we added a 100-seat banquet room and a nice big bar, and we've been serving good seafood ever since. So we've been in business for about 28 years now.
Lots of oysters.
We're serving a lot of oysters, yeah.
Now, what did you say you're going to do after this?
He's gonna put these in the oven.
Okay.
Let them start to plump a little bit. Let them kind of get a little bit milky colored. Heat them up a little bit. Again, we'll bring them out. Top them with some of this wonderful garlic cocktail sauce that we put together. A little bit of applewood smoked bacon. He'll take the cheese and sprinkle the cheese over the top. And again, we'll finish them with a little bit of Joe and Dave's yaya spice. Put them back in the oven, bake them up, bring them back out, and they'll be really good.
What temperature are we looking at?
High broiler. Just on your broiler, and you put the rack up as far as you can in the oven to kind of flash them and get the cheese nice, hot, and bubbly.
All right, sounds good. And you can get the recipe. Just log on to fox10tv.com, click on Studio 10 and In the Kitchen, and you'll see everything that we have here. They'll really get going and add all those ingredients when we come back.
Back in our great kitchen set with Joe and Norman from the original Oyster House. Fellas, thanks for being here.
Good morning.
All right, we are working on some baked oysters right now, and where are we at in the process? I think they're in there right now.
We have already brushed them with butter like we did in the first segment, and they're going to start to plump up a little bit.
Okay.
Start to get a little milky color too. Norman's going to bring them out.
Okay.
And he's going to put all these great toppings on them.
All right, that sounds fantastic. So while Norman works on that, tell us a little bit about the original Oyster House, especially it is spring break time right now.
It is spring break. Welcome spring breakers, especially to Gulf Shores. We have the original Oyster House Boardwalk, which is our shopping center where the restaurant is located in Gulf Shores. And right now we've been packed. It's been a great beginning to spring break. And there in the shopping center, we're in the process of adding 30 seats and an outside bar, and we're real excited about it.
Wow.
We've got some great tenants in the shopping center. Of course, in the restaurant we have the original Oyster House Trading Company. And right next door we have G's Louise. Louise is my wife. Her name's Mary Louise.
Okay.
And in that shop we have women's apparel, women's shoes, accessories, jewelry, and that type of thing. And we actually have advertised in Access Magazine.
Cool.
So it was kind of a nice to talk to the lady and see the lady that actually is responsible for that wonderful magazine.
Right.
But we're real excited about the spring break season, and a lot of kids heading down to the beach. The weather looks like it's going to be good the latter part of the week, and we can't can't wait.
A lot of kids heading down, a lot of families heading down as well. So if you're in the area in Gulf Shores, go check out the original Oyster House. All right, Norman, we're ready to go here?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Joe, I want to tell you, seafood platters are our specialty there.
Okay.
That's what we do. That's what we've been doing, since 1983. And you can build your own seafood platter, broiled, baked, fried, steamed. I mean, we do a really good job with our seafood platters because everybody likes a little bit of a little sample of everything.
Sure.
So Norman's going to finish this up here real quick. He's going to take some of this applewood smoked bacon, which we've cooked just about 3/4 of the way. He's going to top the oysters, and then again we've made up some of Joe and Dave's wonderful cocktail sauce. Again, it was 2 parts your favorite cocktail sauce, 1 part Joe and Dave's wonderful garlic sauce. He's going to top those. Then we're going to finish that off with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and shredded Parmesan and grated Parmesan mixed together. It kind of gives it a nice little blend of the cheese flavor.
That sounds great.
4 of these we're going to do with bacon. 4 we're going to do without the bacon because it is Lent.
Right.
And on Fridays, if people don't want to have meat, they can just kind of do them plain with just the cheese and the cocktail sauce.
Sure, that is a great idea. So all right, we are working on these. We're going to continue to get them ready, and when we come back in the final segment with the folks from the original Oyster House, we will finish these up. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Right.
Welcome back to our great kitchen set, cooking with the guys from the original Oyster House. Things are about to get really yummy in here. Now, the oysters have been baking. Joe, this is the second baking, right?
Yep. We've got, again, we topped some with some bacon and some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. Norman's going to plate them here. We're going to finish them off with a little bit of diced scallions and fresh chopped parsley. Then they'll sprinkle it with some Joe and Dave's Yaya spice, and they'll be ready to serve.
And you can get that at the original Oyster House.
OriginalOysterHouse.com. Again, come down to the Gulf. We've been serving seafood down there for about the past 28 years. We love kids, seafood platters, homemade gumbo, homemade key lime pie. Ooh. And just going to be a great week, great summer.
All right, so getting some of that Yaya sauce on there. You can get the recipe from our website, Studio 10 tab on fox10tv.com. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for having us.
We will be right back.